Time to musk up.
Wow. God damn. This microfiber cloth is doing its job. My God. All right, hello, back again. Hopefully I remember still how to do this. Hope everyone's doing well. Top 10 fall list. Hopefully it's not too late to do this, but better late than never nonetheless. All right, let's get right into it. Now, one thing I do want to talk about is a lot of people lump up fall and winter fragrances together, but I do think there's a difference between the two. Typically, when it comes to winter time, I'm thinking about ambers and just sweetness basically. Now, personally, I don't like sweet fragrances, so it doesn't really matter to me, but that's usually the difference for me, being that fall is more dry, vetiver, woody, incense, things like that. But they can crisscross at times. But let's get right into the list. I have a bunch of, yeah, it's all over the place actually. But let me start with my most recent pickup. I did my last video on it, and that is Sycamore, and this is Eau de Toilette. Apparently this is like a 2010 bottle, and can't forget, thank you Eugene, this microfiber towel. But Sycamore, Eau de Toilette, you can also put in the Eau de Parfum as well, but of course I do prefer this one. I would actually have preferred this bottle to be like 2016, just to have a little bit of a fresher top, but I still do get the citrus here, that grapefruit, but it's very smoky, this version, but still very, very nice. The vetiver is just like how I remember it in the sample that I received from 2016, and just woody, smoky, incense, dry, soily. Oh my God, this is so regal. Sycamore, Eau de Toilette. All right, next on the list is, let's throw this one in there. Now, if you realize I do have a different background, I did move, so some of these are in the box still, but I figured why not? I'll just throw the boxes as well. And this is Incense Kyoto by Comme des Garçons. This is like, I think something to do with the Japan, well, Kyoto, that's the city in Japan, but just very coniferous, green, mentholated, minty, coniferous kind of fragrance with a bit of woodiness, incense, dry. I do get vetiver in here as well. Gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. For the price especially, you can't beat it. I mean, in general, Comme des Garçons fragrances are out there at times, but when they do it good, they do it really, really good and fairly priced as well. Next on the list is actually one of my favorites from this line. I think I might have flashed it real quick, but this is from the Gucci Alchemist Garden, and that is, which is perfect for this, The Last Day of Summer. Another kind of coniferous, woody, dry leaves, incensey fragrance, and I definitely get a hint of patchouli here, that fermented almost patchouli. Just mentholated as well, greens, leafy. Oh man, this is, I don't know, it's between this and A Midnight Stroll as my two favorites from here. Also, Hortus Sanitatis I do like as well, but I would say that's probably in the third, only because of how strong it is. But The Last Day of Summer. That is 10, 9, 8. All right, let's go with 7. Let's switch it up. We'll throw in some florals, and we'll go with Rose 31. Very woody rose, very unisex rose. Some people don't say they don't get rose here, but I don't know. I get a lot of roses here, but I also get a lot of other stuff as well. Vetiver, incense, that Le Labo base of just ISOE super, some muskiness, possibly some Ambrox in there as well, mixing in with that Ruti Iris. Excuse me, Vetiver. Just very, very nice. One of my favorite Le Labos, actually. All right, number 6. Let's go. Number 6 is going to be very similar to some of them here, I would say. And that is Reptile by Celine. Now, Eau de Californie is actually, I would say, is my favorite, but this would possibly be second place. And Reptile, boy, that almost like this hamster cage wheel wood chips. I don't know why I said wheel. Hamster cage wood chips with vetiver. I get some greenness here. I don't know what the green note in here is. Don't remember the exact notes, but I definitely get that huge dose of ISO-E Super, incense, that choppy woodiness here. Oh, wow, almost like mothballs, you can say, but in the best way possible. Reptile. All right, next one. I figured I would throw a little curveball here. I would say this is kind of a marine scent, probably like the highest of highest end when it comes to that genre of fragrances, and I do think this does it best. Some will say it's but I do really like it. Is it overpriced? Probably yes, just like every other fragrance nowadays is. But I think this one isn't that fresh. I do get a lot of heavier notes in the base, and I'm talking about Luministe here by Louis Vuitton. Just a fresh marine like ozonic fragrance, but with citrus. Almost get a hint of fruitiness. I get a lot of woodiness here. I get some incense, a lot of pepper. Just very well made ozonic kind of marine like scent, and best in class, I would say. I would put that in that category. If you like things like Acqua di Gio, Luministe. Alright, next up on the list is Spice Blend, which I think is discontinued. Don't know why, but I guess I'm not surprised. Once Francis Kurkdjian came in, they usually start discontinuing a lot of the old perfumers' fragrances. But nonetheless, one of the better ones in my opinion. But Spice Blend, just a melange of spices. It just smells like a spice rack, basically. A spice rack. Cinnamon, coriander, nutmeg, pepper, amber, incense, bay leaves, green, green, almost medicinal, almost like spice racks inside a medicine cabinet kind of thing. Very nice. Unfortunately discontinued, but I guess it is what it is. Right, next up on the list, let's go with this one, Royal Oud. I don't know, I had a hard time with this at one point because of the amber woods, but then, I don't know, I guess I started getting used to it. This is a 2017 bottle. Just a very peppery, woody fragrance. Oud, I see what they talk about when they say oud. I definitely get this like little dirty animalic, something like a fungus growing almost, but way back in the background. But mostly what you're gonna get is citrus, pepper, woods. Unfortunately, some amber woods. I think if they toned down the amber woods, but Julian Rasquinet loves his amber woods, so he couldn't help it and threw a huge heap of it in here. But nonetheless, very good. One of the best creeds in my opinion, Royal Oud. All right, we got 2 more to go. Now this isn't in any specific order. I'm just, as I'm grabbing it, this is how I'm naming them. But if you notice, next one on the list is Vetiver Extraordinaire. Now, one thing that's interesting here, if you notice, there's another sticker over the ingredient list. Now, the one thing I'm thinking of, okay, maybe there was a misspelling, but I pulled it down to see, and there's actually a different ingredient, I think either taken out or added. So this was obviously reformulated. And the bottle that I have, what year is it? I'm not sure, but I bet, I mean, people really do love their vintage Frederick Malls, and I can only imagine how good it is. I would love a vintage Madcap French Lover. That's actually my favorite fragrance from them. But this bottle is from 2021, so pretty recent, and just this kind of Hermes, Jean-Claude Ellena-esque kind of orangey vetiver thing going on, Terre de Hermes thing going on here. Just the most natural, rooty vetiver imaginable. I mean, when it comes to vetiver, I think this does it. It's one of the best when it comes to just the specific vetiver note. But the orange here is very nice. I definitely get hints of cumin here as well. My bottle has definitely macerated, matured. It was almost clear when I first got it, but I noticed that happens a lot with Frederick Malle fragrances. Just an absolute classic, and fantastic name as well. And last on the list is, I don't know, I forgot what somebody on Fragrantica said about this, and I kind of agree. But this is Oriental Velours by Les Indomptables. Man, this stuff is amazing. Very unique. It utilizes a note of spruce here, and my goodness, all that natural juice color there, and just absolutely dry. Almost goes into the rubbery territory. Somebody, I think, Fragrantica said it smells like a condom. I kind of see what they mean, but in the best way possible, as weird as that sounds. I get that big hint of spruce at the top, that green, mentholated, gorgeous note of spruce here. Very coniferous, dry, incensey, peppery, very resinous myrrh here. This is one of the best examples of myrrh. Like if somebody wants to, if they're not smelling the raw material and they want to know what myrrh smells like, I would say this is one of the fragrances to go to. Ooh. Put it on crooked. All right, and that is Oriental Velours. Absolutely fantastic fragrance. Okay, all right, well, that's my top 10 fall list. Let me know if you've tried any of these, or let me know what you're wearing. Hope everyone is doing well. And yeah, good to see everyone. Thank you. Take care.